Alright, what's going on, dudes? Welcome back to another YouTube tutorial. And today I'm going to show you guys how to do two things today. I'm going to show you how to record your screen and how to record and how to edit your videos all on your Android device. So basically that's what I do. I do not need a PC to do any of my videos. All I need is just my Android tablet and these two very useful apps. So why don't we go ahead and get started. So the first app that you'll want to go ahead and download is you'll want to go ahead and search for an app called Rec. Now, this is the app that I use for recording, and it works very well. You can record up to 1 hour of gameplay, which is mostly enough for everyone's videos, which is super cool. So this is the correct app that you want to go ahead and download. It's called Spectral, S-P-E-C-T-R-L. That is the company name that you want to look for. There are a couple of other recs that try to mimic it, so make sure you're at the right one. It has 5 million downloads and 3.4 ratings. So as you can see here, it gives you a little thing on what it's about and stuff like that. And yeah, so basically that's the app. So if we go ahead and actually head into it, this is the app that I'm actually using to record this video right now. So we'll go ahead and want to go ahead and start with our settings. So you want to make sure that your video size is 1280 by 720. That is the standard YouTube video quality, and that's the way you want to set it to, 1280 by 720. Now, if you have a more powerful device, you can set it to things like 1920 by 1080, but I think that's the highest that you can get with this screen recorder. So the bitrate you can keep the same as 8. Unless your device, once again, supports more bitrate, you can go ahead and higher if you want to. And the duration is also an hour. Now, it will start off with 5 minutes. So we'll start off with 500 right like that. All you gotta do is tap 1. And all you gotta do is X that out. And then you gotta go ahead and set it. So you press 1000 to fill it in, and then you press OK, and then it will go ahead and set your time. You also want to make sure you have audio checked. Audio is the microphone audio, where you will go ahead and it will go record your voice and stuff like that. So file name, you could just go ahead and change that if you please, but that's not required. So now let's go ahead and head to settings and make sure a couple of things are correct. So number one, you want to make sure your storage location is correct. It will default to storage emulated 0 movies rec, or whatever it defaults to for when you install the app. You want to make sure that it's in the location that you want. You can always change it if you want to. And yeah, so a couple of other useful options is notifications. So recording, display the ongoing recording notification. So basically that's this thing right over here. So it shows recording, and then it shows like how many minutes I have left and how many minutes I've been recording. So that's what the notification is. The status bar, display the ongoing notification icon in the status bar. So basically, if I have no other notifications, we'll go ahead and show the rec icon at the top left-hand screen, sort of where like the data would be if you were on a phone. And finish recording, display notification when recording is finished. You can have that or you cannot have that. I just have that just so I know that the recording has ended. So that I know I'm definitely not recording. So a couple of recording options it has as well. Shake, so you can go ahead and, like, if you want to go ahead and start it, you can shake your device, but I don't have that installed because I shake my device a lot. You know, it's screen off. Turn off the screen to stop recording. Now that's normally what I use to stop the recording. That basically when you press the power button and you wait 5 seconds, it will go ahead and stop the recording. And those are basically some of the settings that you will want to use. Also, the countdown is also a very useful thing. You can go up to 1 minute of countdown, or you can go ahead and turn off the countdown, and it will go ahead and start the recording automatically. But I personally like the countdown because it gives me a couple seconds to switch to the actual game instead of it starting on the screen recorder and me having to edit it out. So that's the screen recorder that I'm using right now. You can also go ahead and choose presets, but that's only if you have the Pro version. I have the Pro version, but if you have the free version, you won't be able to have presets. But I don't think presets are really a big deal. It's just if you want to go ahead and it will default to the size of your actual device with the size. So I guess the presets is if you want to keep it 1280 by 720 instead of always having to change it. But you want to make sure that 1280 by 720 is the size that you are, or 1920 by 1080. Those are the two standard YouTube resolutions that you can use. So now let's go ahead and head into the video editor. So now that we have the screen recorder out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at the video editor. So the video editor that I use is an application called PowerDirector. It will be go ahead and spelled like this, and if you go ahead and press enter in your Google Play Store, it will go ahead and show you with two versions. It will show you the PowerDirector bundle version and the PowerDirector video app. The one you want to get is the Power Director Video Editor app, which is the one I will be showing you in this tutorial. So basically, this is what it looks like. It's by Cyberlink.com. Once again, there are like some other mimics and stuff that try to mimic it, so make sure you're on the right one. 10 million downloads and 4.5 ratings. So now let's go ahead and actually look at the app and see a little bit of what it's about. So I ended the last recording so that I could go ahead and show you what the last recording was like, so that I could go ahead and actually put that to use. So you'll be brought up with the screen right here. Now you obviously won't have any videos in your section if you are just using this app. But you want to go ahead and tap New Project, and the project aspect ratio, you want to keep it as 16:9, unless you want to have a phone screen, which is 9:16. But recommended is a 16:9, and then you can go ahead and name your project, but I'll just keep it the default name. So let's go ahead and press OK here, and it will go ahead and send us to the screen right over here. So basically there are three icons. There is the camera icon, there is the gallery icon, and there's the music icon. So basically the gallery icon is your main icon, where you will go ahead and add the video that you want to add to this edit. So let's go ahead and press on this video that is right over here, and then that'll be the video that we are using to edit. So you may be wondering what this is. So basically the gallery is for pictures. If you want to go ahead and add like a little picture or something like that, you can go ahead and do so. So let's say we wanted to add this picture to the end of the section. We could go ahead and do that, and it will just appear like after the video has ended, and they'll go ahead and do this. So this is mostly used for like outros and stuff. So if you want to add like your outro image, you can go ahead and add that, and I will go ahead and show you guys layering in just a little bit. So let's go ahead now and show you guys how you can add music to your videos. So basically you want to go ahead and tap this little music icon over here, and then it will go ahead and show you this section where you can go to the music. So basically you can go to your download section or wherever you have stored your music, and you will see all of your music right here. It will go ahead and show you the track title, it'll show you the duration, and then basically all you have to do to add your thing, you may have to go back a little bit here so we can actually add it, is you have to tap the song, and then you tap plus, and then it will go ahead and add to your thing. So you want to make sure that your music isn't going to be taking up the whole video, especially if you have audio in between. So what you want to go ahead and do is you want to go ahead and tap the actual song, and you want to go ahead and tap edit. So it will give you a couple of options here. You can duplicate the thing, you can ask for a tutorial, or you can adjust the volume. So you want to adjust the volume, so let's go ahead and head on over here. So I recommend lowering the audio dependent upon what type of song you're using. So we're using Electro Light Throwback, and it looks like it has a lot of songs, so maybe we'll go ahead and try 15, and let's go ahead and see how that looks. Let's go ahead and higher up our volume just a little bit. Alright, what's going on, dudes? Welcome back to another YouTube tutorial, and today I'm going to show you guys how to do two things today. Alright, so it looks like the audio sounds pretty good. The music is not taking up all of the video, that's what you want to make sure of. And yeah, so that's basically how you add music. Now, if you want to go ahead and add a layer, so let's say you want to go ahead and add a image, or you want to add an overlay to your video, you will go ahead and use the second icon over here, which is a paper on top of a paper. So as you can see, you can add a title, you can add another video on top of the video, you can add an image, or you can add a sticker. So let's go ahead and try the title, since you may want to go ahead and add text. So basically, this is a little bit weird. It took me actually a while to figure it out, but eventually I got used to it. So you want to go ahead and choose like a different font. So I'll just go ahead and use the default. All you gotta do is tap it, and then tap the plus button right over there, and it'll go ahead and add it to your layered section. So now once you have done that, as you can see, there is a big white thing in the middle of the video that says Cyberlink. Now obviously you don't want it to say Cyberlink, you want it to say what you want it to say. So all you gotta do to do that is go ahead and tap on the Cyberlink, and then it'll go ahead and give you this little tutorial over here. You don't have to use it if you don't want to, and then go ahead and tap edit. Actually not edit, you go ahead and tap it again, and as you can see here, now you can go ahead and change it. So let's say we go ahead and change it to welcome to another video. Be sure to like and subscribe. There we go. So you can go ahead and press check now, and then as you can see, we'll go ahead and bring up the text right over there. So let's say you want to go ahead and make it a little bit smaller because it's kind of taking up the whole video and you can't really see it that well. So you want to go ahead and use these settings over here. It'll go ahead and minimize it and stuff like that, or you can go ahead and make it bigger, but I think that should be fine right over there. So now let's say you want to go ahead and change the color. So let's go ahead and double tap it again. I think. Yeah, and then go tap edit over here, and then it will go ahead and show you all of the different types of colors you can choose. So let's try different, see how they blend in. I think actually yellow is I think yellow is pretty cool. Let's try blue. Nope, blue is definitely purple. No, let's try red. You can also choose different contrasts as well. Like you can make it brighter, or you can make it darker. I think that should be fine. Yeah, red should be fine. And you can also change the font as well if you want to. But I think we're going to keep it, unless we want a bold. Do we want a bold? Yeah, there we go. That looks better. So, yeah, so that's basically what I did. I basically added a text onto the video. So if we go ahead now and play the video, it will go ahead and show it for the few seconds that you dedicated it to, and then it will go ahead and disappear right when it's done. So that is how you do that. So if you want to go ahead and extend it, all you got to do is use these little white arrows over here to go ahead and extend. So let's say you want to go ahead and, you know, have it show in one section but not the other. All you got to do is tap it over here, and then go ahead and tap this little wrench icon, and then you will go ahead and split it, and then you can go and, like, cut. So, like, let's say you want to go all the way, you want to cut out this section over here, so you want to go ahead and tap the wrench again, go tap this middle section, and delete it, and then you will have it split. So that is how you split a section on the thing over here. I'm gonna go ahead and move this all the way back here, and then go ahead and maybe use it for 5 seconds. I'm also gonna remove the music since this is a tutorial. So yeah, those are basically the basics of editing. So all you gotta do in order to produce your video is to go ahead and press the save over here. You don't necessarily need to do that. I just do that in case like something gets erased or my battery dies or something, it will be saved. So you want to go ahead and tap this arrow right over here, and then you will go and be brought to this section. So the one you want to use is save to gallery or SD card, because I don't know how well the other options work. So I just go with save to gallery or SD card. So you can have a different couple of options here. You have full HD, you have normal HD, or you have SD. I really don't know what the difference is between full HD and HD, besides the fact that it's less space. So I guess if you want less space, you'll use normal HD, but if you're fine with it taking up a little bit more space, you can go ahead and use full HD. So let's go ahead and check out the settings over here. So save location. You can choose between your internal or external storage if you have one. If you don't have them, then it will just default to the internal or whichever one is yours. You can also go ahead and choose the bitrate, so smaller size, standard, or better quality. I had it on smaller size because I was rendering like a super long video, but you can go ahead and make it better quality or standard. Those are the two recommended. So you can also go ahead and actually change the frame rate, but I wouldn't recommend 24 FPS. If you want to go ahead and do 60 FPS, you can also do that as well, which I didn't realize that my device was able to. Wait. So, that's weird. I just found out something new. I can render 60 FPS. Since when was I able to do that? Well, I guess you learn something new every day, right? So, yeah, and then you can go ahead and produce it, and then once the video is done producing, it will go ahead and end up in whichever location that you chose right over here. So, yeah, that's basically it with this video editor. Now I guess you'll be seeing 60 FPS videos. I wonder how well that will turn out. And you can also go ahead and choose the tutorial option. If this video confused you, you could go ahead and watch their tutorial, and I'm sure it will help you out a little bit better. So yeah, that's about it for the basics of recording and editing. Now, like I said, this is the basics, so I didn't really go over everything you need to know, but I just went ahead and went over some of the basic things that you need to know to get started. And if you want to see more advanced tutorials, I recommend going online on YouTube, because there's plenty of tutorials out there that you can go ahead and search for more advanced video editors, but this is the one that I have for now. So yeah, that's about it. Oh yeah, also I recommend purchasing the PowerDirector Pro, because it's really worth it, I think. So basically, if you want to go ahead and have higher quality videos and to remove the watermark, because there will be a watermark if you do not purchase the thing. I don't remember how much it costs, but it will go ahead and tell you on the app when you go download it. So the actual app itself is free. It's just an in-app purchase if you want to go ahead and remove the watermark. I recommend removing the watermark if you are planning to use this for the rest of your YouTube career. Yeah, but that's about it. So thanks so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to go ahead and leave a like. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. I will go ahead and leave the 2 apps linked down below in the description for you to easily go ahead and download right after the video. So yeah, that's about it. I'll see you later.